project is called Perfect View, and it's a project that's about the experience of nature technologically mediated using GPS devices and data analysis and things like that. So the images that you see in the triptychs here are documentation of so-called sublime sites around the US. And these sites were given to me by their GPS coordinates by thousands of people around the country who said, if you go to these coordinates, you'll see something sublime. The people who gave me the sites are called geocachers. They do what's called geocaching, hiding treasures out in locations and recording the GPS coordinates and posting them on geocaching.com. So I asked these people via the website, well, tell me what's sublime out there. So I got a list of, say, 60 sites that they thought were sublime, and I spent 2 months traveling about 13,000 miles around the country, going from site to site, documenting them photographically. So what you see in these triptychs is the photographic documentation of the site, but they're combined with 2 other images. One is a satellite image of that topography, and the third image is a CGI, or computer-generated image of the topography using a 3D modeling program. So we fed in the GPS coordinates to that program, and it created this kind of virtual topography, but that topography is the topography that you see in the photograph. So you're looking at these sites in 3 different ways: photographic reproduction, satellite reproduction, and then virtual creation of the site. So you get to contemplate the landscape in not just photographic means, but in these 3 different means, and consider, hopefully it provokes you to consider what is the impact of this technology on the way we perceive nature, the way we experience land. What is our phenomenological experience of the land, given that now we're increasingly exploring it augmented with technology. So the triptychs on the wall are those sites, but the exhibition also has these little trinkets in the vitrine here, and these are objects that I retrieved from the sites, because the sites they're like treasure hunts. They have cache boxes that are filled with little trinkets, and people trade the trinkets as they find the caches. So that's here, and there are also video documentation of interviews with some of the geocachers who recommended these places to go to. Some of the video also shows opening up a cache box, what that cache box is like, and also just video documentation of some of the sites, showing you some panoramic video of several of the sites. And this piece, Perfect View, is part of a larger body of work called the Landscape Initiative. There were 2 other big projects in that body of work, one called Other Path and the other called Analogous Landscape. And all of the projects explore the use of GPS and the use of data mining and the use of what's called transposition of data as a means of exploring nature.